following your thoughts, expressing your thoughts onto a sheet of paper, because what you're doing is you're literally letting the idea and the energy run through you to move the pen, and you're expressing it on paper. So writing, journaling, your clothes, your identity is how you express yourself. That's how you begin to do it. And you just practice doing it, and you get more comfortable with doing it, and you get to know yourself more. You get to understand who you really are. But what I love is when you come from this place of you're already whole, you're already abundant, you're already perfect, and you have the understanding that your goals and desires are the spiritual, the non-physical side of you speaking to you, showing you more of who you are. And the more you allow yourself to make decisions to set those goals and achieve those goals and grow in understanding and shift your level of your awareness, the more you are expressing the fullness of who you are. The more you are moving a non-physical idea from spirit into physical form to and through you, because that's the creative process. Things don't just happen outside of you. You create your physical world to and through you, right? So the more you allow yourself to become aware and acknowledge the ideas and write them on a sheet of paper and express them and decide maybe which one more than anything you want to work towards, you grow the whole of you. This is why I said when you write that list of all the possible things that you could think that you might love, some of them are just going to happen because you've just in the second that you gave them a thought, you gave life to them, right? You express them. Dean says, I do not express my goals to others because I don't want to deal with negativity. All my energy is expressing my goal to the universe. Is this the correct approach? I do not write my goals. I type in the computer. Does this have the same effect? Great question, Dean. I'm so happy that you asked that question. I think it's the first part is correct. Napoleon Hill says, tell the world what you're going to do, but show them first. When you express a goal, maybe just to a family member or someone who isn't necessarily in tune with you, you open yourself up from criticism from their paradigm, their programming. It's not that they don't love you and they don't support you, but all they know is what they know. So my advice around this is to keep your goals close to yourself, or in a environment like this where everyone is growing and working with the same ideas and attitude for growth. Like, here is perfect to express, because everyone here wants the same thing: growth, expansion, more abundance, more wealth. When you speak about, money or houses or family or businesses or stuff, everyone gets it. Everyone's moving in the same direction. But there are many of my goals that I would share here with you, or things that I would love to do that I wouldn't necessarily just yet just share with everybody, because I'm still working on my own belief around them. And that's the thing, that you need to nurture your goal like a newborn baby. It needs to be loved. It needs to be looked after. It can't do anything. It doesn't have any ability to kind of self-sustain just yet. It needs food. It needs water. It needs nutrition. It needs love. When you think about your goal like a spiritual seed, that's exactly what it is. So if you go and tell, just imagine passing a newborn baby around like to a whole bunch of people and letting old mate look after it. Like, you don't really know whether it's going to get the love and attention. It might not do so well. It's kind of the same thing when you're talking about your goals with everybody. Some people may not really, treat it very nicely, or they might say the wrong thing, or you get all nervous and caught up, and then you start doubting whether you can really do it and whether you can really achieve that goal. So the key is to keep your goals close. You do the work on you and show the world what you're going to do, right? Demonstrate through who you're becoming that you believe. Because you can speak, you have belief on two levels. You can speak a belief, but your behavior, the way you're living your life, doesn't really demonstrate that you really believe. So you want to close that gap, and you want to begin to express through who you're becoming that you really believe you're going to achieve that goal. by the decisions that you're making, by how you're living your life, you are a living expression that you really believe in that goal. That's key, because if you share too early, too far, there are dream stealers. There are people who then it's not intentional, it's completely unconscious on their part, but they don't get it. They're not operating with the same level of awareness that they too can have everything that they really want. And maybe they will open up to that level of awareness, and maybe you achieving your goal will give them permission also to set their goals. But if you don't achieve your goal, then you can't create any more greater good for anybody else. Something else, writing is really important, Dean. I would recommend that you take time to put pen to paper every day and express that way. There are more neurons that have to fire when you pick up a pen and put pen to paper. In fact, it's about 3 times as much as just typing in a computer. So repetition of writing over and over again really has you focus. When you are writing, it's quite amazing to think about it and to notice it. You are actually speaking to yourself. When you are in the conscious habit of picking up a pen and writing, you are speaking. You are talking to yourself. You are working with the image in your mind. And the brain is going to get there and build that belief much faster through writing than just typing in a computer. Once you can also type, you might want to type up your goal or type up some affirmations or different things that you might want to be using. But and that's fine to do, but then I would be writing them out every day. I'd actually be like, you kind of have it there, but you actually take the time to write with pen and paper every day.